Hell yeah. Welcome, everyone. It's the Bluff Council. I'm Ev.
I'm Keith.
And we look forward to this episode every year. Talking about our best films of 2025.
You want to know what the best films are, and we got them for you. At least Ev does. This is more his thing than mine.
We know that most YouTube movie review people put out their best ofs right at the beginning of January, but they're all hacks. All right, they're talentless hacks, and it takes a couple extra weeks for this sort of thing to gestate, this sort of greatness.
Yes.
We really appreciate you guys joining us.
Thanks for coming.
Shout out to our friends over on Patreon. We appreciate them very much. And we just uploaded, as of time of recording this, brand new episode, The Big Lebowski over there, exclusive, which joins the films Crash, Enter the Dragon, and Forrest Gump. You can go over there and watch those episodes. They're a ton of fun. Keith and I always start these episodes, these end of the year episodes, by with a disclaimer, as we should every episode, really.
Yes.
Various disclaimers.
Yes, for sure.
But we don't see every single movie. We're sorry. If these are our best favorite films of the year. So they are subjective lists that are objectively correct, I would say.
100% factual and correct.
That is correct.
Yeah.
But yes, like best favorites, it's like a mashup of those two things.
Yes. Because there's probably a couple of terribly unenjoyable films that are better than some of the films that we've picked here, because these are our favorites.
Yeah. My movies could arguably be everyone's worst,
and they have been for me.
so just enjoy it for what it is.
Yes. All right, it's me, baby. That's sure my new catchphrase. Is it cool? It's me, baby. All right. So my first honorable mentions. We always throw out a few honorable mentions before we get to number 5. My honorable mentions this year. First, I'll tell you a little movie called Eternity. There was never any danger of Eternity making it into my top 5 or even necessarily anywhere close. But I just wanted to shout it out because I thought it was a really nice film. Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, some guy that's dating someone and everybody thinks he's really handsome. Callum Turner? I don't know, something like that. It's a little romantic comedy, it's just a solid flick. It's the kind of movie that a lot of people go, why don't they make movies like this anymore? And they did it, and it was totally enjoyable throughout. It was never made me go, ugh, which most movies like that do. So, did you see that one?
I did not.
You should check it out.
Sounds like I would like it, though.
I think you'd like it. It's a good time. I also want to shout out Blue Moon, the Richard Linklater film starring Ethan Hawke. I saw that trailer when it came out and I said, oh no, that movie looks awful. just not my thing at all. And then heard a lot of praise about Ethan Hawke's performance in particular, and really ended up liking that movie a lot. Like really, really smart, funny, cutesy script. So it is very cutesy, but it's like, it's a very enjoyable film, interesting meditations on art, and just a lot of fun. It's a little like it's Woody Allen-esque without the the
stuff we don't talk about.
There is some of that. Train Dreams, beautiful film. Train Dreams. Don't know if you saw that on Netflix. Really just gorgeous, simple, really magnificently shot. I liked it a lot. I liked Train Dreams a lot. And then a movie I just watched last night, Hamnet. Which
you got to it,
yeah, just won best drama picture at the Golden Globes, and it's not a perfect film, but boy, is it emotionally impactful. Like, it was so good at the end that it made me think the film was better than it was. Like, the movie ends and you're sitting there crying and you're like, is this the best movie I've seen? And then you kind of sit for a minute, you're like, no, I still didn't really love a lot of the first part of the movie, but it's very interesting.
But that's how important sticking the landing truly is.
The rest can be somewhat inconsistent, and then the ending gets you. So I liked Hamnet. I liked Hamnet. A lot of people are kind of hating on it because they think it's a little on the nose, and it is. But that's okay sometimes. Sure. So Hamnet and Blue Moon and Train Dreams were sort of like, oh, is that going to be my number 5? But no, number 5 is Eddington. Eddington, the Ari Aster film that stars Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal. It's an incredibly interesting movie that I think is only going to get better with time. It's very dark and bleak, but very funny and very pointedly satirical and critical about really all aspects of our society. It, for those that don't know, takes place in COVID times, and it really deals with basically every sort of issue that we deal with as a society that still exists today. And it covers a ton of ground, and I can't say it's like perfect, and some people get upset with like a sort of tonal whiplash, but I think that it's really, really, really smart, and it lampoons everyone and does so in different ways, sometimes subtly, sometimes very overtly. And I just think it's a fascinating film that I feel like is really underappreciated this year. Like that's just like done. Like no one's talking about it in regards to any awards. It's not up for anything.
Yeah.
It's a little out there. It's very violent, so I can see how it's not super for mainstream everybody, but check it out. It's very good.
But the substance.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hated the substance.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what comes to mind when you say, "Oh, it's violent and it's good." Like it might not be for everybody, but
I think people
it was last year.
Aren't connecting with it as much because they're worried it's making fun of them, because it kind of makes fun of everybody, and because it's sort of like not spelling every little thing out for you every second. You don't really know at the end, like, wait, is he coming after me or is he coming after that other guy? You know, like that kind of thing, and that throws idiots. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one for some people.
Okay.
Let's start this parade of garbage. Woo, this is always fun.
Yeah. Keep in mind, you, Everett, and you at home will hate all of these decisions I have made. So hate watch this episode for my half. Dream watch for Everett.
Oh, totally.
So my honorable mentions, F1 was an honorable mention for me. I think it was just it's a fun action movie. I think Brad Pitt was great. I think the story was exactly what it needed to be. Like this whole movie did exactly what it needed to do. I liken it to Top Gun Maverick, obviously the same director, and I think. I don't want to say like he did it again. I think Top Gun Maverick is better, but it's just along those lines of like this is doing what it needs to do at a high enough level for me to just go along and have fun with it. I recommend this watch for everyone to just like this is the movie of turn your brain off, just enjoy this like kind of tropey story of an old guy trying to get the new guard one last dance to make it all happen. You know, like great. Fine, I can go along with it if it's done at like a good enough level, which I think this film was.
Yeah, F1's solid film. The first 5 minutes or whatever, when set to that Zeppelin song as the race opens, I was like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Like it was very exciting filmmaking. So, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
F1's cool.
It's good stuff. It's good fun. I enjoyed Highest to Lowest. Oh. I don't know if you saw it or you know it's another Denzel Spike Lee film. Denzel is great, as always. I really like Spike Lee. I like the presence he brings to his films. I don't like all of his films, but I like what he tries to do with all of his films. I love it's his stamp, and I enjoy that. I want to say, to try and sound smart, it was like a remake of a Kurosawa movie.
Look at Keith.
Yeah.
Cinema historian.
I can almost sound like I know what I'm talking about. So again, I think just like a well done film by a director that I enjoy and by a lead actor who I adore.
Yes.
And then another one, Honey Don't. Ethan Cohen film. I don't know if you.
I didn't see it. Is that the one with the two gals?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are two women in it.
Yes, and they kiss. I've seen that.
They sure do. They do more than that.
Yeah.
Chris Evans is in the film, and he's having a good time. I like that character is it's fun.
He's always having a good time. That's his whole thing now. I'm just having a good time. And good for him.
It's darkly funny. And an interesting plot. Again, it's not revelatory. I don't think it's gonna blow your mind. But I had a good time with it.
All right.
I have one more, but I'm not gonna say it because it's embarrassing.
Oh no, you have to now. We don't have to include it, but
please cut this out. This is even less than my highest to lowest, where it was like it was never gonna make it in. I watched the new. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, we should cut this.
Did you see it?
Did you see it? Of course I didn't see it.
Okay, the movie's terrible. 100%. Like the movie is terrible. But I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed the slop.
Your lifelong obsession with Jennifer Love Hewitt is clouding your judgment.
I was like laughing. I just liked it. I had a really fun time watching it for reasons that I can't tell my wife.
Yeah.
No,
it might be the best film I've ever seen.
We watched it together, and she was just like the whole time, like, I bet you loved it.
Awesome.
It was just fun. It was fun. Shut up. All right. My number five. My number five is Marty Supreme. That's my number five. That's probably going to be the theme of my five here, is just like how much did I just enjoy the experience. And I saw this movie in theaters, and I really overall enjoyed the experience. I thought Chalamet he carries the film, and I think I buy him. I don't know how great of an actor he is in like totality, because I've seen Dune and I've seen Wonka, and I don't know how we're doing with this, but in this film, in this role, I think he did a great job with this character, and like I bought him as this character. I went along for this ride. And it was fun. Like it was a fun time. I do have a lot of criticisms about the film also, but I don't want to get into it at this point in time. Maybe in the episode we can. But overall I really enjoyed the experience and the story. I thought the story was really interesting. Really interesting.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting choice. I can't fault you too much for it. Marty Supreme was like, it's fine. To me, I too have a lot of criticism, but there's a lot that I liked about it. So I can't be like, oh, I didn't like that movie, or oh, that movie's bad. There was so much that I really, really liked, and I loved the energy of it, and I loved how just frantic it was. I'll just tell you, and we can table this because we should do an episode. But he, as a protagonist, just being such a total piece of shit the whole time was tough for me. Like that was a tough thing for me he's so mean and so narcissistic, and he never really learns anything. Like he never really improves. And that was tough. Kind of left me being like, what's the point of this?
Does he need, I mean, this is, we should just have the episode.
I knew I shouldn't have said
I know. We're gonna talk, because I won't debate you on this topic, but I do feel a lot of things when I see it.
Yeah.
And when I watch it. And I agree with you, but I argue with myself on that very fact. At nothing else, it's really interesting watch. I think you will feel stuff throughout it. You'll love some parts. You'll hate some parts.
For sure.
Fine. I'll take that.
For sure.
I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll talk about it. In some way, shape, or form, we'll record something. My number four, best film of the year, Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. I was really surprised by how much I enjoyed this movie. It's not, it's beautiful to look at. It's very well acted. It's large in scope. It's so romanticized and it just feels it does such a great job of building this world and transporting us there. And it was just a very enjoyable, beautiful watch. It's not the most challenging film. It's not the deepest storytelling, but it's just gorgeous and nice, and it feels like you're sitting around a campfire and someone is telling you a story, because literally the construct of the film is two characters reciting their version of events to you, and which is like, yes, it's simple, but I love the direction, I love the art design and set design. I love that Guillermo del Toro is clearly kind of doing that recreating fine art pieces with his cinematography, the framing and the composition. It reminded me a lot of Barry Lyndon, which is one of my favorite films, and then for that same reason, where it's like you're looking at paintings in most shots. Really, just a really nice transporting watch that I recommend to just about anybody. It is also violent, but it's a good time. It's worth it.
Yeah. It's something he was wanting to make forever, I believe, right? Is this something that was like on his bucket list of movies to make, so to speak?
Yeah, I think so. And it's interesting with him as a director because he's so very talented, and I love him. He's so outspoken and anti-AI and saying fuck AI at the end of all his speeches and stuff.
Believe in your art in a time where people tell you art is not important. That is always the prelude to fascism. Always, when they tell you it doesn't matter, when they tell you a fucking app can do art, you say, well, if it's that easy and if it's that unimportant, why the fuck do they want it so bad?
I just love, he feels like a guy who's really trying to make good stuff. There's a little bit that I worry about, that because he just keeps doing these very monster-centric, so very much a type. And then, a few movies from now, when he's going to do the Wolfman, and he's going to do this, and he's going to do that. And it's just like, I worry he becomes like Wes Anderson, like a very talented filmmaker who you just know what's coming every time. And you're like, oh, yeah, am I kind of sick of this? It's just always, even if it's good, even if it's well made, I'm just kind of over this.
I kind of do feel that way. It's funny that you said that. I kind of do feel that way about Wes Anderson.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to, if it's on your list, I'm sorry, but I thought the Phoenician Scheme was I was just annoyed the whole time.
People do like it.
It wasn't bad.
I couldn't.
But
yeah,
it's like, oh God, this is, you're doing your thing.
You're doing your thing. You're doing your thing. It's yeah.
So Frankenstein.
My number 4 is Spinal Tap II: The End Continues.
This is why we come here. Yes,
and it is that movie. Here's what I want to say. I incredibly saddened by the tragedy that happened to Robert.
I'm sorry. I'm only laughing because you chuckled in the middle of that. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So it's a horrible tragedy, for sure. But that is not why it's on this list. As if to move past it and just deal with the work itself. This movie is wildly funny. I put it on. I don't know if you got a chance to see it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I put this movie on as just like a courtesy, to be honest with you. As just like, I will give this 10 minutes because I did not have high hopes. And this movie is sharp as tacks. It is so, I laughed out loud countless times. I couldn't remember a film I laughed out loud as many times as I did at this movie. There is a scene where it connected with me on several levels. But there's a scene, I think it's towards the end of the film, there's a song that has to do with farts. And they have like giant butt cheeks hanging from the stage. And there's like gas coming out of the butt cheek. And then they stop and they're arguing about the amount of like if it's too much, if it's too little, and I'm laughing because it's pure absurdity that this is obviously what's happening. But from like a creative standpoint, I can't tell you how many ridiculous conversations you have about like the integrity of this dumb joke and I just thought it was such a funny meta joke for like comedy and like the clown shit that we argue over about that movie is so funny. I was like blown away with how funny it is today. Fantastic. I can't say enough about it. Go see it. You'll hate it, but I loved it. I loved it. And also, it's also a celebration of rock and roll. Like, I think it hits that nail very well, too. Like, Paul McCartney, Elton John show up. Like, it is a celebration of this genre and sort of that is gone today. Like, just doesn't exist today. Yeah. In the same way that it did, obviously, in the 80s. So, if you love that genre, and I don't, but I like appreciated the effort and I appreciated that sort of celebratory nature to this genre of music and this sort of piece. So it's just great. It's just great. I almost made it 3, but I didn't.
That's awesome. I'll check it out. I'll watch it. I wanted to watch it. I meant to watch it. I just didn't.
You watch a lot of good movies, so I don't blame you.
Your list is going to be made all the better by the fact that I feel like there's another one coming up that it's going to to be really funny if these two are on there together. But we won't.
On my list?
Yeah, on your list.
I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it.
All right. My number 3 is a film called Bugonia. Did you watch it?
Yes.
Nice. So that is the newest Yorgos Lanthimos film. Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone, and is a very interesting watch that I think is somehow even more polarizing than a lot of his other films. And that surprises me because to me, in many ways, this is the most like accessible of like pretty much all of his recent work, like all of his English language work. I know that Poor Things was obviously much more successful, but Poor Things is pretty out there too. And this movie, I thought, I just really, really loved it. And the main point that I want to make about it is I believe that Jesse Plemons gives one of the greatest performances of all time. Jesse Plemons in this film gives Daniel Day-Lewis, Sidney Poitier, like transcendent level performance that I worry is being completely overlooked for fucking Chalamet's Marty Supreme, which was like a very good performance, but it wasn't.
Chalamet.
What Jesse Plemons does in this movie is like beyond. He so fully transforms into a different person and plays every emotion so subtly and brilliantly without ever like acting. I cannot heap enough praise on it, and I think the film should be beloved by everyone for that reason alone, if only. But yeah, I really love the movie. It's violent and weird, and I think really, really funny. And I think that I went into it with this apprehension that it was going to be really gross and disturbing because I kind of heard that or read that, and it wasn't really any of those things. And now I'd like to go back and watch it just to laugh, because now I feel like I can really appreciate the absurdity of what is happening.
I hate this movie. I hate this movie. I hate all of his movies. I can't. The fact that you think this is a comedy makes me sick.
We don't have to spoil anything, but that final scene, that's not comedic to you? Come on.
No.
Come on.
No. You're a sick person and you need help.
Oh my God. It's so good. Check it out, guys.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Keith and I will do a live rewatch together.
He's sick. I will not watch any more of his films. I don't care what you say.
But you never even seen Poor Things, right? You didn't get around to seeing Poor Things?
I feel like I've seen 3 of his films, but maybe I've only seen 2. It just feels like I've seen 30 of his films.
Well, like I'm not like, oh, everything he does is perfect, but it's like then
when he's on, The Lobster.
He's on. I mean, I love The Lobster. The Lobster is perfect.
I hate you. Can we do something different?
Yes. Give me that number 3.
Number 3. My number 3 film of this year, Jay Kelly. I know you saw it. We briefly talked about it, but we didn't get too deep into it. I very much enjoyed Jay Kelly. I think there's a lot of criticism. I think people think it's slow, and I think people think it's George Clooney playing himself.
Well, it is.
Yeah, but let me. I'm not here to defend this movie. Screw you. I think I love these types of movie. It's reminiscent. I don't think it's close to Up in the Air, but I like those like internal life crisis. I don't know what the right way to describe it is, but this internal struggle of life and mortality and love and what does it mean and what is my place? Was it all worth it? I gave my life up for this. Like, and all characters are feeling this sort of thing. Not just Clooney, but obviously everything orbits around him. And I think that lifestyle is also very just like interesting. The non-glitz and glamour, the loneliness of Hollywood, the difficulties. Everyone thinks it's so great and so grand. Everyone loves you. It's like, how lonely is it? How difficult is it? What it does to your relationships, of your personal relationships, your family, your friends. Who can you trust? Like, all of those things I just think are very interesting. Shut up.
May the Lord smite me with it.
Money's the world's curse.
May the Lord smite me with it. And may I never recover.
I think it's... I will burn every bridge. Every bridge.
Oh, it sounds horrible. Please let me have it.
I think it's great. And I think Clooney is great. And I think Clooney is great. I think he's a very talented actor. I think Clooney, when you think of like A-list actors, like I think of Clooney, not that I think he's the best actor, but I think he's a type. He's a type that I think deserves a role like this. Mm-hmm. So it's not like so yes, he is playing himself, but I think he's earned to play himself. And that's why I'm more okay with it. Because there's other actors you put anyone in that role, but it hits harder because I think he's earned that place to have that reverence that as an audience member for him to be in this role, me to buy it even more. It's more affecting. Mm-hmm. So I think it's good casting. I think it's just good casting.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it.
It's interesting.
I think it's worth a watch.
Much like Marty Supreme, we don't have to dive in too deep. I thought Jay Kelly was mostly fine. I didn't, I wasn't like, this sucks. But I was disappointed by it. I wanted more. I too like those kind of movies a lot. Those kind of inside showbiz, grappling with your own legacy and mortality and all that. I just thought it was really kind of hit and miss and lacked any real emotional impact by the ending. So I was bummed, but there was a lot to like about it. We can talk more about it some other time.
I would be very curious to
Marty Supreme, Jay Kelly, double shot.
All right, we're up all night tonight.
All right, settle in. I need caffeine and alcohol. Number 2, little film that you probably haven't seen. Number 2 is Sentimental Value.
Yeah. I turned it on, and then I realized it's in a different language.
Not even the whole time, Keith. Come on.
And then I turned it on.
Oh, this guy. Can you guys believe this? Can you guys believe the guy who's got Spinal Tap II?
Spinal Tap stop.
Won't watch international films. Sentimental Value, a Norwegian film by Joachim Trier. Sorry. Starring Stellan Skarsgård, who won Best Supporting Actor at the Globes, which I thought was kind of a surprise myself. Not that he didn't do great, but I was just surprised. Renata Renivsvi, sorry, and Inga Ibsdottir Lilius. Small Norwegian film about family dynamics, a famous director father, kind of working on his last big production, trying to raise money to make a film. His eldest daughter is an actress, and he's considering putting her in it. And it's just about their family dynamics and learning about their family history and the kind of generational trauma that exists within their histories. And it's just a really well written, perfectly acted reflection on life and family and the way that we can using art to sort of work through these differences and this trauma and these emotions, and it's just a very fulfilling film. And yes, a good portion of it is in another language, but not all of it. It cuts back and forth with English. Elle Fanning is in it for a good chunk of time, and it's a really, I really recommend it. I really recommend it. It's a very nice film. You piece of shit, Keith. You ignorant slut. I do want to say the younger sister of the two, Inga Ibsdottir Lilius, all the performances are wonderful. She is really, really great. And as I look at the developing field of potential supporting actress nominees, she would be my first choice. Like if I had a vote in the Academy, I would vote for her. It's a really great performance.
Maybe I'll watch it at some point. I got around to watching Anatomy of a Fall well after.
Yeah.
Well after and it's pretty good.
That's a good movie. Anatomy of a Fall is a good movie.
It's a good movie, and so there's always hope.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I wanted to. That's why I turned it on. I read about it a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, it's out. And then I was like, I don't have it in me right now.
Yeah.
And I never got back to it.
Yeah.
I'm garbage. You know it. You also know it. My number 2, I assume you'll be upset about.
I can't wait.
Ready?
Yes.
My number 2 is One Battle After Another.
Oh.
One Battle After Another. We have a whole episode on it. One Battle After Another. And I'm assuming you're upset that it's not one.
I think I'm more upset because I feel like I was waiting for you to bring up a certain movie, and if that's your number 1, I'm gonna jump out my window. But please go ahead.
Yeah. Don't spoil. Don't spoil. Stay tuned for Ev killing himself. But One Battle After Another, we raved about it. We both raved about it. I think it is. Oh man, it's just an excellent film. I get like exhausted about talking about it because I'm not going to say anything that one I haven't said already or Ev hasn't said already on our episode, but people aren't saying online. It's as good as advertised, and I was very skeptical going in because of that fact. And I was pleasantly surprised with how fantastic this movie is, and all of the supporting cast just lights up the screen, and I think elevates this in a way. Like typically your lead is the thing that like your leads carry the film, but like Benicio and Sean Penn, and I'm blanking on
Tiana Taylor.
No, you know her name. No, but she's great as well.
Chase Infinity.
Yes, Chase Infinity, fantastic. Like so many great performances, down the card. The writing is fantastic. It's hilarious. It's affecting. It's whip smart. It's shot fantastically. It's true to itself. It's great top to bottom. Go see it.
Yeah. All right. I love that. Segway Kings to my number 1 film of the year.
Yeah.
One Battle After Another. Go watch our episode on it. We dive deep. It's just the for in the most positive way, the biggest and best film of the year. Like it's timely, yeah. It's funny, it's a much better time than you think it's gonna be. It's a good time to watch it while still being occasionally, I don't know about profound, but makes you think. It's just a wonder. It's everything wonderful that movies can be, I think. It's a master at the peak of his power, so to speak.
Yeah, this is the type of movie. I'm sorry to go back, but I long for this type of movie. It has all the artistic integrity one could want from filmmaking, but it is made, I think, for I'll say general audiences, because at the end of, I think the political side is what sort of veers people away from that sort of thing. But outside of that, it's a story of a father trying to track down his daughter, protect his daughter, and obviously things weave in and out, and but this is a universal concept that people can get behind, done at an expert level. Why can't more films be like that?
Yeah.
Something we can all get behind. It's not some crazy art piece, but we hold the integrity of the craft for every level of the film. Like, why can't we just do that more?
Yeah.
Instead of Too Fast, Too Furious 1,000 times.
Yeah. I'd recommend folks, I've been watching a lot more like, short features on YouTube. They release like kind of the bonus features of the making of one battle after another. And those are really fascinating, even if you're not super passionate maybe about like the behind the scenes aspects of filmmaking. But just like seeing these fucking lenses that they're getting out, and I watched this whole like 15-minute thing on the hills at the end and how they just kind of lucked into that location as they were driving to find another location, and realizing all the different ways that they could like utilize that landscape, and as you mentioned in our episode, make it support the story of not sure what's coming next. And it's like, it's really, there's so much cool supplemental material to like, once you watch the film, to go explore, and you can maybe, if you're not someone that's super into movies, you can get a sense about why people like us are nerds about it, because it's just a fascinating exploration of what the medium can do.
It's what I love, that the fact, and I didn't know that obviously, but that type of thing happens more often than not on film sets, where I don't want to call it luck, but like it's just like that moment presents itself. These things arise, and then like great filmmakers make snap decisions to put themselves in a position that they didn't even think they were going to be in that day, and they make the most of it, and it turns into, beauty.
Yeah.
The Spielberg not wanting to show Jaws because it just didn't look good.
Yeah.
Turns out to be the greatest decision of all time.
You're a genius, Steven.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
That thing looked like dog shit. What do you want from me? Like, it's that type of stuff. And that's why I love movies. It's a part of why I love movies so much.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of loving movies so much,
to close the show and to infuriate Ev Duran, my number one, my number one, if you know me, it's The Naked Gun. The Naked Gun, you knew it, and you knew it at home. It's my number one. It's the best movie of the year. And it's not even close. It's not even close, guys. The fact that it's not an Oscar contention is just, it proves the flaws within the industry.
yes.
Here's why I really do put it at number one. No, it's not the best movie of all time. But I was blown away with how well it represented the brand of Naked Gun, but made it feel modern, but also not repetitive. This is me. I feel like that balancing act of like holding true to the source material and the gags, the pace in which the comedy comes out, the sort of character work that goes into the Frank and his Priscilla Presley, like rekindling that, but making it feel fresh and modern. Like, that's not easy. I was expecting to like it, but I was expecting it to not walk this tightrope so well. And I was really blown away with how just, I think it hit on really every level that this movie could deliver on. I just, if you like the originals, I can't see how you wouldn't like this one. But it feels current. It feels like today. And they didn't just do what some of these other movies do. It was just like recycle bits, show flashbacks of what, to give us context into why this was funny again. It's like, no, this is completely retelling. And the jokes are whip smart. I think the jokes are whip smart, really funny. I just think it's great. I just think it's such worth your time if you love comedy like I do. It's so worth your time.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Tell me why. Tell me why you disagree with anything.
No, I liked it. I liked it. It was one of those many movies, as I've referenced, that I just like watched and was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I had some great laughs. What I really didn't like about it was I thought almost all the best jokes were in the trailers. Like 90% of the best jokes were in the trailers, and that made me really mad. And yeah, all in all, it was fine. The funniest sequence by far that had me falling off the couch was the montage where the snowman comes alive.
For the snowman comes alive, yeah.
That's right up my alley. Like, that is
it's
really
such
good
a Lonely
stuff.
Island sort of style, but felt appropriate.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, Akiva brings that modern feel and what he's great at. But I don't know. It didn't feel a bridge too far. It didn't feel like, oh, that's out of the realm of what would happen.
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, it's out of the 4 Naked Gun films, it's probably the third best. You know, it's better than 33 1/3, but I think the first 2 are still like comfortably better than this one, which bums me out. I know that's asking for a lot, but that's just how I felt.
Well, that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation.
So what are you going to do about it, Copper?
Well, why should I tell you?
Maybe this will help.
There's a line where they're arguing, it's towards the beginning of like the third act. It's sort of that where the beginning where things like start to fall apart for Frank, and he feels betrayed by Pamela Anderson. And he's like, I loved you. I wrote a song about it. I rented studio space. Like, he's like doubling down on how much he like put effort into like the love that he had for her. Mm-hmm. And it's a funny progression. It's a funny bit. And then it goes away. And then you think that's it. But the end credits is the song that he wrote.
This goes out to a very special lady.
And you could hear him not only say the song, but like clearly be the first time he's ever been in a studio. It's like, what do these do? Over the credits.
Yeah.
What does this do? Oh, that's nice.
And I go, this level of detail, they don't have to do that. It's a funny bit. You just throw it away. It's a setup for the credits song that they do. Like, I go, you do it. You're fucking doing it.
That was very
this is
funny,
exactly this level of care and detail within these bits and jokes and how you can build on them. It reminds me of Airplane. Airplane continuously builds on itself with comedy. Like one joke equals more jokes later.
Yeah.
This movie did that as well. I could talk for hours about it. I just thought it was great.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go, everybody. The best films of the year, just as I imagine you guessed they would be.